Is Hibana now useless in Rainbow Six Siege due to Operation Shadow Legacy? Well, I ran a poll on YouTube for the newest episode of Battle of the Operators, and you guys had some very interesting things to say about Hibana. Roll the intro. Welcome to another episode of Battle of the Operators. This is a series where you guys, community, vote and rank your favorite operators in Rainbow Six Siege. And then we compare them to other operators that we've done in previous videos. In this video, I'm going to read some comments that you guys put and then give examples in game on the points you guys are making in your comments. And then hopefully we can answer the question, is Hibana useless now? Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys the result of the poll that we had on YouTube, where over 260 of you guys voted. And I want you to see, based on what your rank would be and the comments that we gave in this video and the examples we gave in the video, what your rank would be, and see if it is consistent or matches up to what the community voted for Hibana on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. Speaking of ranking and polls, you can already vote for the next poll, which is going to be on Blackbeard. To do that, make sure to head over to the community tab on YouTube and then vote for which rank you'd give Blackbeard. Now let's go over the top rated comment as we always do, and this episode it comes from the Senator, and he says, the only reason I'm putting her in B is because I put Doc in C. Doc is actually one of the operators we've done in a previous video. He also goes on to say, Hibana is a great operator, however she could be very situational. The only maps where she is a must pick is on Bank and Consulate, but she can fill the flex role and excel with her amazing primary and insane machine pistol. Is she the best hard breacher? No, not really, but she's not a bad pick, and there isn't a team composition you couldn't fit her in. So if you're on a map where 2 hard breachers are needed, Hibana can play the flex role very well. I really like that comment. Let's move over to the next one, coming from MV Austria, and he says, Hibana is a C tier for me. It's because of a number of different reasons. Number 1, Hibana's Type 89 only has 20+1 bullets. After you spray, the gun will run out of bullets and she will be vulnerable when reloading, meaning you really need to land your shot, so her fragging potential is limited. 2, Hibana's X-Kairos pellets take a long time to detonate when deployed on a wall. The Gadget is prone to bandit tricking due to its slow detonation time, so she is great for opening hatches. 3, of all the hard breachers, Hibana is the most affected op when competing against the new hard breaching Gadget. Since Hibana is only good for hatches, it's best just to pick another op who provides more utility and owns a new hard breach. All you need is one of these things to clear a hat. And then he finishes up his comment by saying, overall, Hibana is a solid operator. I see a lot of people in pros place her on A tier, but I just don't see it. The only thing redeeming her is that she is a 3-speed. Also remember, throughout the video, I want you guys to think of what rank you would give Hibana to see if it matches up to the poll when I show you guys the results at the end of the video. Now let's go over some pros and cons for Hibana. Some really good pros for her that I can think of on the top of my head is she's the best at getting multiple hatches quickly. The Bearing 9 is an amazing secondary. She is obviously a 3-speed, which is very desirable. She can get reinforcements from a distance, which is very good. And she can also play vertical with the breaching charges. Let's go over some cons real quick. And the biggest con I can think of for Hibana is, of course, the 21 round mag for her Type 89. Another thing is she doesn't have great secondary gadgets, and her X-Kairos pellets take a very long time to detonate. Another thing I could think of is Hibana is very exposed when she's holding her gadget to shoot her X-Kairos, and the holes that she makes on reinforced walls aren't very big. Another thing is she might be the hard breacher that has the biggest impact on her when considering the new secondary hard breaching gadgets added in Shadow Legacy. I want to show you guys an example real quick of how versatile Hibana can be in a custom game match. So I'm in a match with a Senator, and I'm going to show you guys how versatile Hibana can be and how much he can truly get done with 3 of the X-Kairos charges. So usually what I see for ranked is, of course, the kitchen hatch and the moto hatch is reinforced if the defenders are defending armory. Usually stock hatch isn't reinforced, but of course tunnel is reinforced too. So with Hibana, I am able to open up kitchen hatch and then make a crawl hole in a tunnel. And then if stock hatch isn't reinforced, obviously anyone who has soft breaching capabilities can take that out. And remember how I said Hibana might be the biggest hard breacher impacted by the new secondary hard breaching gadget? Well, I'm going to give you guys a scenario on how that can actually mesh very well with Hibana. Let's go over the same scenario where defenders are defending armory. They're downstairs in the basement, and you are using Hibana, and you're opening up the kitchen hatch, moto hatch, And but let's say stock hatches actually reinforced this time. Let's say you have a Nook or Capitao or any other attacker that has the new secondary hard breaching gadget. You can either have that player break the reinforced stock hatch, or what might be better is if you send that Nook or that Capitao to go take care of tunnel. That way you can leave Hibana to do all 3 of the hatches, because with the secondary hard breaching gadget, if you were to break tunnel, you can actually crouch and vault over it. You don't have to lay prone and really expose yourself and move very slowly through the crawl hole if Hibana was to get the tunnel wall. So there are actually some ways where the secondary hard breaching gadget can actually integrate and mesh very well with Hibana. So now that I just went over that, does that increase your guys' rank at all for Hibana, or is it pretty much exactly the same on what you were saying earlier? Remember to stick around to the very end of the video where I reveal the poll of the community and see if your rank is actually where the community voted as well. Let's next talk about the 21 round mag. I'll show you guys an example of the huge con and the huge problem with Hibana having a 21 round mag. Let's roll that example. Okay, so one thing that people don't like about Hibana, and I don't like about her at all, is the fact that her type 89 has the 21 round mag. Let me put the extra bullet in there. And the 21 round mag does not leave you much room for error if you have multiple enemies you have to engage with. Say there's an enemy right behind these tables right here, and I light them up, and I only have like, say, 4 bullets. Oh, no, not reload yet. And I only have like 4 bullets left, and I don't have a chance to reload. Now, Senator, round the corner real quick. Now, see, now here comes the Senator, and if he were to round the corner and I saw that happen, I would only have 4 bullets to try and flick and get the kill on him. So if I had an operator that had a 30 round mag that I'm playing, I would have a lot more room for error. Say I were to flick and miss a couple shots, I would still have a little bit left in my mag to land the headshot or get the kill on the Senator. But say, for example, right now that if that engagement were to happen right now and I had a 4 rounds, I would have to flick and see, I wouldn't have been able to get it because I'm an awful player. I would have had to reload my type 89 and exposing me with the bearing 9. If I had someone with 30 round mag, I would have had a lot more ammo in the mag to compensate for it. But now since I had the type 89, I have to reload, switch to the bearing 9. And that time taken to switch or to throw flashbang or try and get in cover would have been enough time for him easily to kill me. That's the example I wanted to show you. I don't know. Now, if you're someone who loves Hibana and thinks that she isn't useless and you're really fighting for her to stay relevant in the meta, this next comment from Ravi Loli is going to be your favorite. Trust me, it's a really long comment, so sit back and relax and enjoy this ace that I got with Hibana. But I'm going to go over this comment now because it actually shows some really good points for Hibana. Ravi Loli says, I'm extremely surprised by the overwhelmingly amount of people ranking Hibana at C. I could be wrong, but I seriously disagree with a lot of the main points being made. First off, I do not think that the secondary hard breach gadget will render Hibana obsolete at all. If you really stop to think about it, the metas of the previous seasons practically revolved entirely around hard breachers. So adding a secondary hard breach was a great decision because it means you don't have to take Hibana. Think of it like this. Do hard breaches make Sledge obsolete? What about Sophia, Ash, Buck? No, not at all. All of these operators are still extremely useful despite there being a secondary gadget that fulfills the purpose. Second, Hibana has so many other things over the new secondary hard breach device, such as being able to breach from a safe distance, which is extremely important on sites such as Trophy Statuary site on Villa, and that's a really good one. And she can also counter impact tricking by only putting the pellets at the very bottom of the wall and then breaching the rest. And I should also probably mention that she can open more overall, but you already know that. Third of all, I don't think Hibana's fragging potential is limited at all. The Type 89 is actually an extremely good gun. It has the 4th highest DPS out of any AR and has fairly low burst recoil. I just like when people say, oh, but she has 20 rounds, so you're less likely to win one-on-one duels. No offense, dude, but if you're not killing within the first half of the mag, it's not the gun's problem. Now, this is what I was saying. In a 1v1 fight, you really shouldn't be having to use all 21 rounds for Hibana's gun. You should be getting the kill early on, maybe halfway through the mag. The thing is with the multiple engagement gunfights, that's where Hibana runs an issue. So 1v1 engagements, you should be really excelling with Hibana, but if you're doing a 1v2 engagement, that's where Hibana struggles. Let's continue on with the comment. Bigger problem with the Type 89's mag size is the fact that if you're being pushed multiple times, then you're probably going to run out of bullets, but even that is a niche situation. Oh, and also she is goddamn machine pistol. It's been heavily nerfed, but I'd still much prefer it over pistol. Yeah, the Barry 9 is still an amazing secondary weapon if you can control the recoil. Hibana is still an A in my opinion. I'm extremely surprised on how many people disagree with me. I didn't even mention the fact that she's a 3-speed. So you Hibana mains are probably really likes that comment. So here's the moment you guys have all been waiting for. I'm about to show you guys the results to the poll that the community has voted on. So I asked you guys to rank Hibana on a scale of 1 to 5 or 5 to 1 stars, with A being 5 stars and F being all the way down at 1 stars. I asked you guys to rank Hibana based on fragging potential, a help to the team, and overall effectiveness in any given round. And here are the results. We see that 15% of you guys voted for A. We have 32% of you guys voting for B. We have 44% of you guys voting for C, leaving 6% of you guys voting for D, and a final 3% of you guys voting for F. Now, when we do the math here and we have A a score of 5 and F a score of 1, we get an average rank of 3.50 stars out of 5, which when we compare to the other operators we've done in previous videos, this rank of 3.50 actually makes Hibana the worst out of any operator we've done so far in this series. Now, when we do more videos, obviously there's going to be operators that will rank much lower than Hibana, but I was actually really surprised you guys voted Hibana this low. It kind of made me upset because for a long time she was my girl. I played Hibana a lot, so it really does upset me how Hibana was knocked down from her S or A tier status that she was a while ago. Okay guys, make sure to comment down below which operator you'd like to see next after Blackbeard. Now, do you guys agree with what I or anybody else had to say about Hibana in this video? You can also let me know by leaving a comment down below. Now, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe with notifications if you're new. Now, with all that being said, jumpy!